We all have regret. Learn to forget. Then have a drink and smoke a cigarette. When sorrows come, I don't waste my time concealing real emotions that I'm feeling. I let them show because I know that I'm on stolen time. We're all on stolen time. Track 16 on the Virtuoso album is a song called Stolen Time. Now, when you're writing a show that includes music by Chopin, you have to include Etude Opus 10 number 3, also known as Tristesse. It is one of Chopin's most famous pieces, if not the most famous piece by Chopin. Now, it's a very sad song, and it has a beautiful melody that many people have written lyrics to, so I was excited to take my own stab at it and write my own lyrics for it, but I had to find the right moment for it. So when you're writing a show about a real person, one of the challenges is that important events in their life cannot be ignored. One of the most important moments in Paderewski's life was the death of his only son. His first wife died in childbirth, and their son had polio, and he died at 21 years of age. The issue was that it didn't really affect the narrative of the story I was trying to tell. The other death that I needed to deal with was the death of Paderewski's mentor, Helena Modrzejewska. Helena Modrzejewska died of Bright's disease at age 68. I constructed Virtuoso in 2 acts. In Act 1, we see Paderewski's rise as a great pianist, and in Act 2, we see Paderewski's rise as a great politician. So Act 1 ends at the height of Paderewski's fame, and Act 2 begins at the beginning of World War I, and we follow Paderewski's rise as a politician. The issue I had with the death of his son and the death of Helena Modrzejewska is that they both died in between Act 1 and Act 2. They both died during intermission. But I really felt like I needed to include their deaths because they're very important moments in Paderewski's life. I used my artistic license to give Helena Modrzejewska 6 more years of life so that she doesn't die until after World War I starts. And in this moment, we learn that Paderewski has not gotten over the death of his son. So as he's seeing Helena Modrzejewska preparing to die in her theatrical Shakespearean way, she consoles him about a grander idea of what it means to live a good life and what death holds for us. And this allows Paderewski to deal with the grief that he's been carrying around for years regarding the death of his only son. So the song I wrote is called Stolen Time, and this comes from a lecture that Paderewski gave called Tempo Rubato, which is this idea of when you play music that you don't adhere strictly to the tempo. The time of the piece has some flexibility to it. And Tempo Rubato is translated as stolen time. Life is so short in the span of things. Some people die when they're 21 or younger, some die when they're 68 or 100. And what's really important is what we do with this time, this stolen time. Think of time as a gift. And that is the song that Helena Modrzejewska sings to Paderewski. And then it becomes a trio, and Paderewski and his wife, Helena Gorska, share their feelings about Paderewski's son, and they celebrate not only the life of Helena Modrzejewska, but also the life of his son.
It's all stolen time.
Sensitive and kind.
This time we've got
with an eager mind.
some gotta live.
Through the